Do not wear that outfit again. But if you want to keep your speed, because I want to fit in. Sorry, you're just not terribly important to me. Did you know that Whitney Houston's debut LP had 4 #1 singles on it? Did you know that Christy, there are no girls with good personalities? I don't think we should see each other anymore. It never was supposed to be.
Oh, Jesus, I hit the wrong friggin' button in the middle of it. Perfect. Perfect start. Excellent.
No internets.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing I might need to check. I might need to switch this just a hair because I think it might get like an echo. So I'll mute my end. I'll introduce my. Well, we're live anyway, so hell. It's your good pal, friendly neighborhood, Dr.Ben, here once again on a relaunch show on YouTube. We got returning friend and guest creator Daniel Doing. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna mute my thing and run over and grab some headphones to plug into my computer. That way, I don't get any kind of. Yeah, I'll let you. I don't know how you want to introduce yourself. Tell people what you're doing, what's going on right now.
Greetings, internet. Dan Dillon here, creator, writer, all around slacker of Erie's very first superhero, the Fringe Knight. Here giving you filler while Dr.Ben gets his headphones. It's good to be back. Good to be back on the internets again. Love the show. Love always talking with Dr.Ben about all that good stuff.
Solve the problem. I think I got to unhook that. Is that maybe what it is? There's something going on with holy Jesus. What did I just do? Are you still there? Okay.
I'm still here.
Why is it? And it's not coming through there. This is so bizarre. All right. Maybe if I do that. Yeah, because I was getting. That's what it is. Every time.
That's what happens when you leave your bong too close to your speakers, man.
Okay. Now I'm going to get that.
We're crushing it. We're just crushing it right now. Uh-oh. Can't hear you. Don't think you got microphone on those headphones there.
That's what it is. Now you can hear me.
Yep.
Holy Jesus, this one's. Sometimes they come and go, you know. Well, as you know, I like to keep it casual here. So I mean, you know, that's adds to the charm of the show. Did you
Ladies
tell
and
them about
gentlemen,
your
Dr.Ben, everybody, Dr.Ben.
beer all week, folks? Okay, let's see what I think I could set this to do. Is that what it is? And then put this guy so he's a little bit bigger. Or we can just do that. That just puts that at the solo
There
thing.
you go.
That's what I was gonna say because you know, I did just pick this up. This is the latest issue of Fringe Knight, issue number 7. But this isn't what the Indiegogo is for.
No.
But can you get this on the Indiegogo? Like, is there like a catch-up tier or anything like that?
Nothing like that just yet. We've got our basic tier. So far, there's you know, you could get a digital only, or you could get a physical copy.
Okay.
Then we also have some tiers available where you could get some exclusive items. We're actually going to be designing a T-shirt exclusively for Indiegogo backers. And however shirts we get pledges for, that's as many as we're going to make. They're going to be even more rare than these.
Well, that's the thing is, I might actually make more sense to pull up the Indiegogo campaign. Where is it at here? Share that rather than the. Oh, that's gonna. Jesus. I think this might be my best stream yet. Actually,
It is. You know, all we need is for you to pull up your browser history for everybody to see, and just woof, man, we got a zinger.
It's all furry,
Why is there a bunch of feet sites? Ugh.
all furry feet is what it would be. Okay, because this is the thing is I mixed it up with that's what I'm saying, like in the middle of moving the studio, transferring the computer from this thing, going to a different one, and it's been messing with it all day, and it's just not
Just not cooperating with you.
Not completely. And if I remove that, that'll just do the. Holy jeez. Okay. Well, we can share this. I can pull this up, and that's what I'm saying. This will make more sense. I'll go over to the Indiegogo site, and we can. Yeah, that'll make more sense here. Okay. So, someone wants to find the Fringe Knight campaign. It's the first one. If you look for Fringe Knight, it is the first one here. So that's awesome. Fringe Knight, issue number 1, remastered. Make sure that looks. Is that still working? That's the right one, correct?
That is the right one.
Okay. So we just started.
Hope so. If somebody else is trying to make money off Fringe Knight, oh man.
The other Daniel doing that's out there making Fringe Knight.
I knew he was out there. I knew it.
See, you know, that's the thing here is I try to. Did you ever see Columbo, the old Columbo TV show?
Oh yes.
You know, he would lure criminals into his scheme to solve the crime, solve the mystery, by, you know, appearing as if he's just like a bumbling fool. Just I don't know what's going.
Just one more thing. Just one more thing. I just can't process this. Maybe you can help me walk through this here.
So that's what I'm saying. Today we are going to ferret out whether this is the real Daniel doing on here or not. That is what lured them in. Yeah, yeah, so this is, this is, let's see, the story thus far. What's different with the remastered series? I suppose that it probably tells us this in the
Well,
story.
the long and short of it is, I'm looking to basically be able to retell the story the way I originally wanted to tell it, only this time with more money.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I want to be able to flesh out the issue a little bit more, actually extend the page count to basically double the size. So that way you get
Excellent.
a nice firm grasp of the layered building blocks for the world of the Fringe Knight and everything entailed to it. Also, do it in full colors. I wasn't able to do that with my first issue, as a lot of my readers know.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
and just generally show more of the world with some nice little Easter eggs strewn throughout.
So like just redoing the first basically like polishing up the first issue. You didn't get to do it in color, and that's one of the things I really do like about the colors on this is they're so evocative of like 80s like cartoons. Like I think of like G.I. Joe, Mask, all those like Adventures Turbo Team.
Yep.
That's another one. Like this, they all have that just that super. I don't know if that's like super saturated but you know what I mean. Like it continues
Yep.
that same kind of vibrance color palette.
That
So
is definitely the route I want to go. I want it to have that old school feeling because we have so many books that are super digital, fancy pants colored and everything like that. Just I wanted something that even though we do use digital, we try to give it that nice old school feel to it.
right. Okay. I'm getting. This is the other thing. As you can, that's what I'm saying. I'm luring people in. I don't know how to work a computer. Sorry.
I'm just here pressing
I
buttons. I don't know what you people want from me. I'm just
don't
here
know
pressing
what
the
you guys
buttons.
want.
Just one more thing. I'm just gonna hit this button here, and then you can tell me what happens, and then we can go about our business.
Now, this is your first Indiegogo campaign too, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Okay. So
Longtime
that's
supporter of several Indiegogo campaigns.
right.
This is my first one I've actually launched.
Okay. What's the art? Well, that's what I was gonna say. Is like tell me what's the deal if I click on these? Is it gonna
Oh yeah,
explain?
there's some nice
Oh, I see.
like
Just click on it.
the fan bundle there. I think that's
I
the one
see.
you got.
Yes. Fan bundle because you can get like just the physical book for
Yep.
$10. That's not that's a $10 is like nice. And it's gonna let's see that you said 48 pages.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Okay. Or you can just do the digital for $1, but this is like these are comics. No, they're like real comic books. This is what you want.
Yeah. Well, there's always the fans out there that they like to if they're like me, storage space is an issue.
Right,
So
right.
it some of them like to because I'm very much old school like yourself. I love to just have the book in my hand, be able to flip through it and read it. I don't have to worry about reading watching a battery life or anything like that. But I do get, especially with some of my friends who they've got extensive comic book collections and they don't really have the space. Then they get to be my age. They're having kids. They're getting married, all that lame stuff. Um, so you have to decide whether to have the room for the baby or have the kid grow up under the staircase.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I opt for the staircase. That's always,
Well, of
my.
course, it helps with
But
character.
that's
Look at that wonderful Radcliffe kid. He had to grow up under a staircase, and he turned out great.
exactly. Makes them stronger. Okay. So the first bundle, you get the copy of issue 1 and a mini poster. And I assume why doesn't it show? I guess that way, because then it would make it longer with this perk with the super fan bundle. Oh, and then you get that's the t-shirt you're saying. So not the Fringe Knight t-shirt I already have. But
No, not this all super awesome, wonderful T-shirt that everybody's rocking. This one's going to be exclusive just for Indiegogo backers.
I see. Excellent.
Get yours today.
All right. So that's really not bad. Like 35, copy of issue 1, poster, t-shirt, $35. And then the mega fan bundle is $50. So what is that? As the and the
Mega
limited
Fan bundle.
edition
That's
sketch
where,
cover. Okay.
yeah, that's where you're getting like your sketch cover, T-shirt, poster. You get my firstborn.
Right. Excellent. So the sketch cover is just like one of the like a blank one, like a blank blank cover.
Yes, you get to let us know what you would like for your sketch cover.
Oh, you're doing like, and you're like sketching on them too. You're not just like, here's a blank cover. Good luck.
No.
See if you can do it. Okay.
Our fantastic artist, Javier Lugo, who's a seasoned artist himself, has graciously donated. So all sketch covers that we get pledges for, you send us a message of what you would like sketched on there, and he will go to town.
Fantastic. Okay. So, see, he's only doing like 20. Right on. That's pretty cool. I dig it.
Get yours today.
Hell yeah. And then that's, I was with the art super fan bundle. Oh, and then you just do an issue of 1 and then a page of art.
Yes,
right.
You get an original page of artwork from issue 1 remastered.
Excellent. Wow. Is there? I can't remember if you had is the commercial on the Fringe Knight YouTube? Is that what it is? Or is it on here too?
Fringe Knight YouTube channel, brand new.
Okay, because I can pull that.
Stay tuned, folks, because we're going to have a lot of really cool stuff coming up there in the next few months.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. So you got a couple updates going. See, that's one of the things I haven't done. That's my next thing to do, is to do a crowdfunding campaign, and that's something that I always hear people like talking about, is that like they want to see like updates. Like that's part of it for me. Like that's something I enjoy when I back something, is to see, like get progress shots. Like what's going on. Okay. Oh, look, they got the pages. They got them. They're all scanned. They're putting they're starting the colors. Whatever it is. Can I blow that? Yeah, I think I can do this. Look at that, and then we can like jump in and like look at that's Javier's his pencils and inks.
Yes, it is.
Looks like they're like partial inks is what it looks like. They're like he's still. Well, that's like what, like 20 pages or something there, anyways.
Oh, just about. I think it's almost 30. Yeah.
Yes, I mean that's like a big old pile. You got to tell him to like put them out of the stack and then take a picture of it from the side so you can see like the width or the girth.
There you go. See all that girth.
Get in there and see all the girth of all the pages.
Oh, there you go. That's the title of your next book, Girth.
Oh, girth. You saw Ethan's doing girthy stallions instead of My Little Pony. Girthy stallions.
Oh, there you go. Ooh. Just get right into it there.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, so that is I think I can. Is there a link to the YouTube from here? See, that's one of the things. Is that that's?
I think there's one on the main page.
But if I go over here, it'll take me over to it on the what? No, not that.
I'm still kind of learning to navigate the Indiegogo a little bit there, folks. So if it's not on there, I will have it on there eventually.
That's not it either. What the hell? I'm just gonna go to YouTube and look on there. That's what it is. Yeah, because I want to show the Fringe Knight commercial too that you have, and it'll yeah, there it is. Let me share this one instead. Okay, let's see what happens. It starts going crazy. Just start hollering or something. Excellent. Well, see, that's how I wanted it to look. You can see the commercial. Let's see. You know, if you had a narrator who could come in and narrate this. Oh, wait a second. Which one is muted? That one's muted. Okay.
Hello.
No, not to that. What to that one? We don't want to watch pirate commercials.
Yeah, Pirates isn't until season 2 of Fringe Knight. I mean, what?
Exactly. Let's not. Oh, this one. There. Okay, I got it. See, cause that's what I'm saying is like normally I've got like the screen down on my laptop and then I have it like hooked up to the TV too. So you can like, it's easier to manipulate what's on each screen. You know what I'm saying? Like there's only so much room on the laptop screen and like.
Especially with your browser history.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of complications with being able to access the computer.
Oh, there's so much furry. Oh, why is that fox doing that with that squirrel?
So did you tell the people about, I mean, I would assume people that are watching probably know about Fringe Knight, like what the story is, but like if it, like I describe him as kind of like a combination of like Batman and like Doctor Strange, sort of like if Batman was using mystical objects like Doctor Strange. And he had like both of them also had like butlers. Like Doctor Strange had that Minotaur, and Wong's his like
yeah, well,
helper.
It's funny that you mention that because so for all the viewers at home that haven't pledged their undying loyalty to my book yet, the Fringe Knight is a supernatural crime thriller set in a semi-fictionalized version of Erie City, PA. And when I say semi-fictionalized, they're just adding a little bit more to it. But for the most part, like a lot of locations you'll see in the book are actual locations in the city of Erie itself, as you would see. And it focuses on this young man named Anthony, who is a college dropout shopkeeper, just trying to help make ends meet. Is a smart kid. He's like literally like 2 credits away from legit having like a PhD in like astrophysics. Like the kid could have been a rocket scientist if he had stuck to his guns, but he had family obligations come up. So, like anything else in life, you sort of put that stuff on hold, and you, you know, for lack of a better word, man up. So he buckled down, got a 9 to 5 to help support the family as best as he can. And
Well,
it's
this is
working at this thrift shop where he discovers this hidden map that promises to lead to a vast treasure. Thinking, well, literally said it's right in Erie.
right. That's what I was gonna
Couldn't
say.
hurt to help out.
This looks like some of the Erie City there. I've seen that.
Yeah.
I've seen that same moon. I've seen that same moon in Erie, definitely.
Oh, I know. It's uncanny how good of a moon you can see in Erie at times. But the young man ends up following this map and literally falls into his destiny. He falls in a hole. That's his whole origin as a hero. He falls in a hole.
Right. Well, and that's what he discovers. Is that how he meets up with the order? Is that
Yes, the
the order of
Order of
knowledge back then?
Knowledge, where
And
the symbol that you see that appears in the book, that's where it all stems from. The Order of Knowledge.
oh, right, the
Now,
little the like a little Illuminati looking symbol, a little triangle with the eye and the dot and the
as I like
yeah.
to say, the Illuminati wishes it was as powerful as the Order of Knowledge.
Right. Yeah, see, that's one of the things like I love about this. I don't know if it's also there's in this. I only have issues 5 and 7 because I think Sam stole my other issues. I believe my co-host, but
For shame.
like you've got. I always love like schematics and like diagrams for stuff, and
Oh
like
yeah,
you've already
me
got.
too.
That's what I'm saying. Like you've already got that in this, and like, is that like every issue has like one of his a different.
Starting with issue 4, we did that, and there will
Oh,
be a
okay.
very, very nice surprise in issue 1 remastered. So
Okay.
remember, pledge now.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say because it's issue 1 before was the same was what 30 pages 22 like
It was
how many pages are you adding if you're taking it up to 48 pages?
oh,
Is that
I'm adding. I think I'm adding a good 10 to 15 pages to it.
okay? Yeah, see, this is what I was saying, like with the light in here, like I would set up the other light because it's less like glary and reflective, but then it would look like mood lighting for me, and like I didn't want to
Whoa
make it.
now. I think we
Yeah,
interrupted Dr. Ben's private time.
yeah, this I didn't want to make it any more awkward for you than normal, like
I mean, I've literally had to have a booth set up next to a furry booth at a convention. Awkward is nothing I'm not used to. I'm numb to awkward at this point.
excellent.
So yes, once Anthony discovers the underground layer of the Order of Knowledge known as the Arcanum Laboratorium, he meets the only member that is still around, the
Which is
zombified butler, Francis von Carters. And to give you an idea about Francis,
I think there's more pictures
dear
of him in this
viewers,
other issue.
just imagine if you had a zombie Professor Snape who was kind of forced to be Alfred. And that kind of gives you the idea of the mentality that the relationship that these two are going to have. It's going to be hilarious for us, not so hilarious for Anthony.
Right. Yeah, no, I liked it. There's like that's what I'm saying. Like it's hard to like really understand something before you if you don't read it, you don't understand what it is. But like just looking through something, you're like, okay. But then like when you start like reading like your dialogue, like him and his butler, the zombie butler guy, is like It's fun because like the butler is like snarky, like you said, he's like kind of forced to be his butler. Who would want to do that? Like,
Well, it wasn't so much that he's forced to be his butler, just Anthony's the only one that's been deemed worthy enough to
okay,
discover the Arcanum, and essentially it's been thrust upon his shoulders that he is to rebuild this vast network that the Order once was. And Francis has to kind of go along with it because he's literally tied to it all.
I see. Yeah, here's like him, like, huh, still haven't studied the equipment, have you?
Yes, another nice little piece of information. Everything that the Fringe Knight wears is either a highly experimental scientific piece of equipment or a magical object from
Right.
within the Arcanum itself.
Now,
So he literally walks the fringe of science and magic.
is there supposed to have been like other people before him that were Fringe Knights, or like like that were like using the same stuff? Like he's like that's the impression I get, but that's what I'm saying. Is that something like you're like planning to explore it all, or is it you're just going to focus on
Stay tuned,
him?
readers. Stay tuned.
That's a good question, though. There has to have been like other Fringe Knights. They got all
There
this
could very
stuff.
well have been. We just don't know. Anthony just kind of stumbled upon putting this outfit together literally because he found a gauntlet that has a grappling hook in it. And honestly,
Right.
who of us wouldn't want to mess with that if we found it?
Yeah, I'd be.
I'd be literally trying to rappel off of buildings all day long.
Well, I don't know if I'd be trying to go off I would think I might be trying to go up the buildings. I don't know how. It took me a while to get to the going down part, but right on. No, that's what I'm saying. Like that's what like it just like immediately like makes me like implies like all the rest of this like this background world. Mainly just like the idea of like the whole the order having like this ancient order, and this guy's like the last real survivor, and he's got a what I mean? Like it implies like there must have been other people with him or helping him. That's what I'm saying. Like whether
Yes, the Order of
it's
Knowledge
a
was
good.
a vast network of like-minded individuals all seeped throughout the world. And about 30 years ago, they all just vanished without a trace. And we don't know how, we don't know why, but they have set up everything to run so smoothly that even in their absence, everything's pretty much going on autopilot.
Oh, we know all the computer stuff they got, the network.
Oh, not just that, just systems they've put in place, schedules and whatnot. Because anybody who's aware of the order, there are very few and very, very higher echelons of society, government, medicine, any of that are actually aware of the order. They'll just call in to give a report. They get an automated message, good job, keep up the good work, and the world keeps on turning. Because if the secret world, which is full of werewolves, vampires, goblins, trolls, dragons, all of that stuff is intermingled into our society. If they even suspected for a second that the order was not at full strength, we'd be seeing werewolves robbing banks in broad daylight, vampires feasting on people ad infinitum.
I see. There's a good
The order
shot
has
of him.
spent centuries building themselves into basically the vanguard, protecting everything, shielding the world of man and shielding the world of monster as well from one another.
I see. Well, I mean, like you definitely know I dig it. I'm down here. Like that's despite my problems with reading. I still buy the comics, and
That's right. We just
Sam.
need to get you out to Captain's Comics in Kingsville, Ohio.
Yeah, let me. Oh, geez, let me pull us back up here. That exists. Hello. All right, here we are. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like without that light, it's hard to get it at just quite the right angle. Ugh. Every day it's something. Every day it's something. Well, cool. Well, let's see. Pull this back. So the campaign is going for another 25 days.
Yep.
Started? Okay. So, and you just started, I think you just started yesterday or the day before.
I
So,
just started last week, so
was okay. Okay. Well, aiming for, and you're at the flexible goal. So, I mean, that means like you're gonna basically be able to do the book, but it'll be, how does that work? If we don't hit the goal, are we all
if
gonna
don't
be
hit the
upset?
goal, we'll
You,
still try to do some of the rewards for our pledges, but the book itself might be delayed.
okay. Right. That is, you gotta pay if you want it to be done on time. You can't. Right on. Okay.
But today,
Well, excellent. Excellent. Um, I don't know. What else is going on, man? Like, what's
we've got a whole slew of fun things in store for Fringe Knight for 2024. Can't give away too much right now. It's still baking in the oven, so to speak. But I can say you'll definitely want to pay attention in the next couple of months to the YouTube channel.
right, right.
If all goes well with the remastered campaign for issue 1, we will also be working in time for hopefully convention season to try and get issue 8 ready.
Okay, okay. Right on. What about you doing anything for Free Comic Book Day? That's coming up. What? I guess it's probably still a few months away, but you got to
Still
be
a little
like,
bit off, but we are in talks with doing some appearances.
right
Might even
on,
see the Fringe Knight.
right on, right on. Because that's one of the things I always like doing is like making up, like a little, just something that's like only a couple pages that you can like give out. Which I mean, I suppose like being the writer, it kind of, you're I don't want to say like stuck, but you know what I'm saying, like
The
being
choice
a
is up to me. Yeah.
right, being a writer and a drawer, I could just draw what I want. But being a writer, you're like, I need to get someone else to draw it, or can you? Because that's one thing is you can use if you were just given had like a little like free comic day. I think some people call them foldies. I like foldies for where it's just like one piece of paper just folded in half, and it just has a couple panels, tells people about the comic. Yeah, if you're giving away something like that, you can reuse artwork and stuff.
Oh, we've got a few fun ideas in store.
And I mean that's the thing is, I mean, if you're not like dying for, I don't know what to do. I mean, you've got toys, you've got the Fringe, you've got, we showed off, what was it, the prototype for
The Wendigo Man.
I keep wanting to say he was like the Krampus guy, but yeah, the Wendigo Man.
Yes, our first issue monster.
But I mean, are you making a toy for him too? Or are you gonna
Oh
put those
yes.
into, okay. So
Yes,
that's what I'm
yes,
saying.
yes.
It's, you've already got like
Again,
you're
he'll be
doing it.
premiering, I'm hoping, if all goes according to plan, we'll be premiering them because another big announcement is this year we will be at Three Rivers Comic Con down in Pittsburgh, PA.
Excellent.
June,
Excellent.
I believe it's June 1st and 2nd.
Okay. Okay.
Don't quote me on those dates. I
Right.
should know
Right.
that, but that's still a few
Yeah.
months out. And my brain is
Fantastic.
partially frozen right now.
Well, that's not too. I mean, you're over in Pennsylvania anyway, so that's not too much of a. You're about like an hour or something away from me, so that's that much closer to Pittsburgh. Because that's like I remember going down to Pittsburgh when I was a kid, and it was like 3 hours, 4 hours, or something from here. That's a
Yeah.
big town. I've never been to any comic shows in Pittsburgh, so I don't know what.
Well, you guys should definitely check out Three Rivers and check out the Fringe Knight booth.
There's a big furry convention in Pittsburgh. It's not that one.
Thank
That's
you,
not Three
Dr.Ben.
Rivers.
Thank you.
This
Bringing
is
it
the
full circle.
all the way. Well, I was Kevin Delgado. You know him or not? He's got that
Vaguely, yes.
tough stuff comic. Like he had this ad, and he's like, "Tough Stuff is going in a whole new direction this year." And I'm like, "You're just embracing the furries." But it's just been on my mind. It's been on my. But I mean, I've got my rabbit character. That's like I have a big Stanley mask. Like I don't. So I mean, I'm like half furry myself. So I mean, like they're also enjoyers of comic books. Like there's nothing wrong with people that like.
Well, I mean, if Eric July can embrace the furry community with Horseman, I mean, who's to say?
I don't even think I've ever premiered him before. I mean, we should do since you bring up Horseman. I want some people to see my. Hold on. This is that one. Yeah. That one. Okay. So this is a character I've made. I named him Jabroni Lames, which is basically just you switch the J and the L, it'd be Lebroni James. Which I guess you have to switch the L and the J and also drop the Y to get LeBron James. So it's like it's a play on LeBron James's name. But it is
perfect.
Centaur.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
A centaur
Best character ever.
that plays basketball. He's a
basketball playing centaur.
So, you see, I was so excited to like show him off. I didn't even like headphones. Headphones.
So does he play in Youngstown for a little bit and then completely abandons all of his friends to go to Florida for a little bit and then comes back when he realizes he, was kind of big fish in a small pond and had to come back?
Well, he went to, LeBron's a touchy subject with me. Then he went to the Lakers or whatever. Like, yeah.
That's right, with the Lakers.
With he came back. He did come back to Cleveland for like, what was it, 3 seasons? He lost the first one, won the second one, and then lost the third one. I can't remember if he played a 4th season. I kind of don't think he did.
I think at that point people just stopped caring.
Yeah, because it was Jabroni Lames is going to be the actual character that played LeBron in my Space Jam fanfic, right? I have a Space Jam fan fiction comic, a doujinshi, if you want to get all manga-y or whatever. Not sure where it's Actually, I think it's. Is it right here? It might be. Oh. No. Yeah, it is not over there. But so the idea is that when making the comic, he wore like green pants. Like I'll have like some like behind the scenes pages, comic pages where he's like getting into the green like bottom half, because so that way for the comic, like they CGI'd the bottom half of him out to look like just a person instead of a centaur. And so he's going to have like a lot of kind of like anxiety issues about that, of like, people can't accept him as a centaur. They don't want the horseman, they don't want the horseman. They want the horseman. They just want the guy who's just not part horse himself, but is, domineering and riding a horse. They don't want to find out that he's also half horse. That's destroys people's image of LeBron when they find out that he's actually a centaur. It's all been green screen this whole time.
My whole life is a lie.
That's what I'm saying. I think that could be like, I think there could be some fun stuff with that. These are the things I think of.
Yeah, love it. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
And the cat nurse lady. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't have any room to speak about furry stuff because I have cat. It's definitely like a cat girl kind of person. And so far, I have seen no, animal sort of creatures, animal people. Like even with her, she's not really like a furry character. Like,
well, I mean, if you delve deeper into issue 7, you'll definitely see.
oh well, yeah. I guess actually, no. Why did I even say that? I was even looking at him too. Like he's not really quite like a minotaur.
Georgios.
Yeah, I saw him. He was looking pretty cool. There are. I guess he is a minotaur. He is a bull. Wait a second. Uh-oh. I think I might have just exposed Javier. Here, look at his horns in here, in this spot there. Like that. And then at this spot, he has a more like a straight. You have to have a talk with Javier there.
But did you ever think that was maybe intentional?
Well, I can't read. Is that part of the story that like his horns changed, or is that like a different person?
Stay tuned, readers.
If only I could read, we could solve these. We could solve these problems. But no, I forgot. I completely forgot because I did see him and I was like, oh man, it's a big minotaur guy. Like I'm always down for big minotaur guys. Like,
oh, you'll love Georgios. He is
like
keeper of the sanctum, and he is most joyous happy to be meeting you.
Yeah, because I got this. When did I get? I think I got this like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I haven't read it yet. Like this, I mean, like I've been been working on the horse pictures. Like distraught about the horseman controversy myself. Like how, if he didn't fight things, I think he would go get by better. You know what I mean? Like Eric like fights every time, like that whole thing with some guy criticized he read it and he didn't like it, and like Eric got all mad about it. Oh, that's not fair criticism. And it's like, if you would have just like been like, okay, well, I hope you like the next one, you know. Like,
And on a lot of aspects, that is what he does. But he's the kind. I see Eric as that kind of guy. He's like, okay, you don't like it, that's fine, that's fine. But on one hand, that's definitely seems to be the mentality. And I do think in some regard you kind of have to be you have to be able to have your back foot ready for the reverberation, because you need to be your own soundboard, especially when you're an independent artist and you're making something in a market where everybody is so desensitized by monthly garbage that's just regurgitated. The same old crap coming out of Marvel and DC because they haven't had an original idea since 2001.
right. You didn't like Gwenpool? Gwen Stacy
There are
and
certain
Deadpool.
sins I can forgive.
Gwenpool's not one of them.
That remains to be seen.
Is Gwenpool different than Spider-Gwen? Are they different characters?
I guess. I think.
Are they?
I don't know.
It's so silly. So many Spider-Man characters. It's just, how many can people take? How many people? I don't know.
We literally have one that that swings around on crutches. So
you think that would be like a dead giveaway of like who it is? Like, like you just look at think of like how many people do I know on crutches? Like, not to like, try to alienate people with crutches, but like if you're trying to figure out who the Spider-Man on crutches is,
you see, like, oh wow, oh, where'd that spider guy go? I was busy hobbling towards the scene.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That would like immediately narrow the pool of like suspects to like people that use crutches. Like, you would think as the Spider-Man with crutches, he would try to like, or she or whatever would try to like not use the crutches while Spider-Man. Like, they would be like, I don't need them because now I got webs and I can.
And like the crutches are literally their web shooters. Okay.
Why are your crutches always sticky, man? Man, your crutches are like sticky. What are you doing? Nothing. Don't touch my. Don't touch.
I was drinking soda. It's soda stickiness.
Yeah, that's the only kind of stickiness. That's just opens too many problems there. It seems like an idea that they just like didn't think through. See, that's what I'm saying. Like with Jabroni Lames, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've had him, like I drew this a while ago, and it's like, I kind of let my little ideas and stuff I love simmer. Like, think about them. Okay, well, I don't know. Jabroni Lames, that's a funny name, but like, what would I really do with it? Well, what if he's a centaur? Obviously, that's you know what I mean? Like, I don't even know why that any of that makes sense to me, but it's just like, yes,
you just draw him constantly wearing green pants. He's got like very badly CGI animated legs in front of him that aren't in sync. So he's like walking and the legs are going like this as he's trying to walk. It's like early PlayStation 1 graphics legs.
That's exactly. Yes.
They don't even look like they're proportioned right. It's like something you'd see out of like Tim and Eric.
Have you been?
That's right. I'm just a regular man. I'm just walking down the street with my so regular legs.
See, that's exactly what I want. Like, he's just like, I'm definitely LeBron. I'm definitely not a centaur. I'm a regular person. Like, he's like standing still and his legs are still like, they still have like the walking motion. He's like,
just like kind of like jiggle his legs a little bit. Come on, man.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. It would be constantly like just a little like out of sync, like he would stop running, like his top would stop running, but like the legs would still, or like he would start moving, but like the legs would like not be moving yet. Like you'd see him just be like, he like kind of, it looked like he was like galloping, but you know, because
Yeah.
like
You just constantly hear like a tail whacking back and forth trying to get rid of flies, and you're like, what's that
yeah,
sound?
and see that's the other thing is what's wrong with a horseman anyways? If you are a horseman, what's the problem? Why is that like goofy?
I mean,
Oh,
you got nothing to be ashamed of in the locker room, I'll give you that.
yeah. See, it's perfect. But yeah, that's horseman. What are you gonna do about it? He's gonna beat you with nightsticks and then give you the little horseman. Like, you know, that's insane. He could have just, but and that's the thing too is he's got like all those little dudes that all are like his defense team, like the Eric July defense team, that are just like they're just bonkers. I mean, it's weird. Like if you just had like a bunch of people like every time like Daniel Doing posts a video, like all these guys are like, Daniel Doing, he's just so smart. Everyone hates him because he's so smart and he's just the most perfect man ever. And you just be like, this is it's kind of weird, guys. Like, why do you like thanks for the support, but it's getting
First of all, I want to know what to do with that sort of praise and attention. I literally curl up into a ball and probably die.
but that's what I'm saying. It would just be weird. Like you'd just be like for every single thing you post, like there's just like a crowd there. Thank you, Daniel. What else? What you just be like, just calm down.
Well, that's what I have
Stop.
Dr.Ben
I'm not
for.
right. Like you saw like Life of Brian before, right?
Yep.
Monty Python's Life, when they're like, he's like, I'm not a prophet, and they're like, yes, you're not a prophet. No, stop saying, and like just everything
That's
he
what
would
a
do to
prophet
try
would
and
say.
that's what I'm saying is you saw like how perplexed and like just frustrated he was dealing with like all just stop, let me just do my thing, like don't. So I mean, you know,
That's
it's
because he's got to look on the bright side of life.
always, you know. So I mean, I don't know if that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what you do with that either. I mean, I guess maybe that's, you know, I
I
don't
mean,
really see him.
people are gonna be people. You know, if they want to give you praise, they'll give you praise. If they want to, you know, crap all over everything you do, that's what they're gonna do. You can find the cure for cancer and solve world hunger. They'll still like, well, oh well, a real man was solved it like 2 weeks ago. Look at this guy solving world hunger right now. Yeah,
Yeah, solving world hunger with his own money. Whatever, loser. Yeah, that's
exactly. Just like truly, Eric July, in a sense, really kind of reinvigorated Fringe Knight and myself because one of my personal people that I really do admire a lot is Ethan Van Stiver.
right.
And he just like ever since he got the whole flack, with Comicsgate and everything, and he got sort of like banned from DC. Just I kind of felt like I wasn't allowed to like him. It was this weird headspace where I was like
A
this
lot.
little kid, and I'm like, oh my god, man, oh, I really want to like his stuff, but I'm being told I'm not allowed to. And then seeing Eric July just come out, just like literally Kool-Aid Man through that barrier, just like boom, and
Right.
you're like, hey, here's a book I'm doing. Just it really reinvigorated me in the sense that that this is the Iron Age of comics. This is the time for people who want to be creative to be creative. People like you, people like me. We now have the tools with the internet and online publishing and online artwork and everything, being able to communicate with your artist over great distances, to be able to see pages and not be like wait to get go to like Kinko's at 3 a.m. to get a fax and see a blurry picture. Like
Right.
They call back. Yeah, no, is that supposed to be a smudge? Oh, no, that's a sword. Okay, yeah, no, yeah, keep going like that. Being able to just like instant message with her, like, hey, I had this idea for this panel. Okay, oh yeah, I'll work on it at this point. You see that? Boom, boom, boom. Being able to like this really is the perfect time to be an independent comic book creator.
Oh yeah.
Because we have stuff now. Like back when the gentleman who created the Aardvark character. Trying to remember his name.
Dave Sim.
Dave Sim, that's right.
Got,
When he was doing his book,
issues of Cerebus.
Cerebus, that's it.
Me, actually.
Like when he first was doing that, he was doing that in the 80s when like man, you really had to have connections to do a even semi-independent book like that. And again, like back then, like doing it in black and whites. Now, the advantage for him is a lot of his artwork looks absolutely stunning in black and white. Just the cell shading and everything. Like original Ninja Turtles. Like I would never want to see those issues colored. They look so good with that early Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird.
Oh yeah.
Like gray scaling and shadowing and shading and everything. Just that was the epitome of
Well, that's the thing with
black and white
Cerebus is,
artwork.
I mean, the to me, like I'm not so big on like Cerebus the character. Like I couldn't really tell you anything about him, but just like the backgrounds, the characters, the way it's all illustrated. I mean, I'm gonna
It's
pull this
absolutely
up
beautiful.
because it's that's what I'm
Absolutely
saying. I mean,
beautiful.
he's
Well
just, and this is the thing too, is like this stuff in the back. He had that the guy doing the backgrounds for him, Gerhard.
yeah.
So
So
I
you have
mean,
like this realistic world with this friggin' cartoon aardvark running around.
face. He's so, and yeah, I mean that's. Yeah, this is the spot. Let's see him. These there, yeah. Like he's able to capture like these dead bodies that are in this inn or whatever. That's what I'm saying. He's just, it's like just a fantastic book just to look at.
Uh-huh.
But
It really is the epitome of eye candy.
yeah, that's the reason I got both. I have these two issues out is because the image of like this mountain thing, for some reason, like that, I wanted to like look at that, like these houses and stuff on it, and just like the idea of this giant mountain with a village on the side. I needed to look at that for some reason. but yeah, I'll tell you what, like break your heart for you, right? Is this it? No, it's the other one. As you look at, he has the circulation number printed in each of them. I don't know if you can see that. 31,500 is the circulation for this issue 111 of Cerebus from what year is this? 1988. Like 31,000 kind. That was considered like not like a good selling book either. That was like 30,000 copies. Why would you even bother? Why would you even bother to make a comic to only sell 30,000? Must be crazy. Must be crazy. And like now, that's a runaway hit.
What makes it rare?
I think actually that's what ISOM was supposedly 30,000 copies or something. I think, but no, I don't. For as much as I make fun of the Horseman name, like I do like his the same thing. His Eric's energy was contagious.
You know what I mean? And
It really is, and that really is what got me pumped up and got me really like kind of rejuvenated my passion in Fringe Knight.
yeah, I can feel that because it's the thing with him is like I said, I think he's like it feels now like he's getting bogged down in criticism. You know what I mean? Like responding to all this different stuff and like it's bogging him down. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'd like to see him. That's what I'm saying. Like he just needs to like shrug stuff off. Like yeah, Horseman. That is kind of silly, you know. Like yes,
But so was Batman and Spider-Man.
right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like just take it and like just run with it. Like okay, well maybe it does sound silly, but maybe that's he just wants to give crime the hoof, you know, like. But that's what I'm
Looking for
saying.
that carrot of justice in the world.
He's always following the carrot of justice. That's yeah, no, that's what I'm
Trotting
saying.
the path of righteousness.
That's what I'm saying. One guy I saw, he had his own character named Deer Man. And he wrote on his Twitter for Deer Man, trot differently. Because Eric has been saying he's gonna move different. And Eric blocked him for that. And it's just like he's got a character called Deer Man. What do you yeah, this is what I'm saying. It's like ultimately at the end of the day, it's a comic book. You know what I mean? As serious as you can get and as good as they can be and as artistic and stuff, it's still like just a comic book. You still got to be able to laugh
You're
at it.
telling a story. You're
Right.
telling a story. There's absurdity in life, and if you learn to embrace it, nothing's really gonna bother you.
Exactly. Roll with the punches. Roll with the. I don't know what a horse punch would be. I don't know. The donkey. Roll with the donkey punches.
Oh, hey now. We're getting back into your
Yeah.
very explicit and private browser history information
Yeah.
there, Mister Dr.Ben.
Well, you brought up the Cerebus guy. He's a whole kettle of fish himself. You know, that's
Oh yeah.
you know, and that was one of the things. You know, with Ethan, one of the things I've noticed is he is like the person that like inspires so much, like just hatred and like obsessive nuttiness. Like when he had announced he was going to have like Dave Sim write an issue of a Cyberfrog or write a Cyberfrog story or something, and they all went crazy, right? Ethan Prescott, you know, like I mean, how they do anyways. And that was when like they brought out. That was the first time I had ever heard any of the different assorted Dave Sim controversies beyond just being his normal, like insane self. You know, I mean, I was like, what?
I never really paid attention to any of it. And any of it's news to me.
Right. It's what. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's all out there. I mean, I don't want to get sidetracked into turning this into like a Dave Sim expose or something.
Tune in next week for the Dave Sim expose.
Right. Come for the Fringe Night. Stay for the Dave Sim expose. Like, no, I don't.
And the thing that gets me is like, so I've started. I know I'm getting notoriety because I am getting the fans that are like, oh well, are you gonna show diversity in your book? I'm not noticing a lot of diversity in your book, and I'm like, it's only 7 issues. Give a dude a chance. I actually had someone message the Fringe Knight page claiming they were either. This was a couple months ago. I can't remember specifically. They said they were either an ally or they were a member of the alphabet people.
Right.
And they felt, in their personal opinion, that I would appeal to a more wider demographic if I revealed that Fringe Knight was a trans person, and
Would he be
I
a
I
trans?
gave back a question mark. I'm like, he's not. He's a Polish kid from Erie,
Right, like he's.
and
It's
I
not what he is,
immediately
though.
got the outrage mode. Well, why isn't he? Well, all these clues and subtle hints you put into your issues, and I'm like, I
That's,
don't know
I
what
didn't
you're
put any
talking
clues
about.
about it.
I mean,
Well,
you're definitely reading something that I ain't, or you're smoking something that I ain't, and reading the book. And I hate to tell you, First Night is very much just plain white bread. I
hmm,
they say write what you know. Well, again, I'm just a I'm just a guy in PA with Polish ancestry, so that's what I'm writing. That's what I know.
right.
And he's going on these adventures, and this individual demanded that either Fringe Knight be trans, or I introduce a main character who is, to show diversity, or they would boycott the book. And
Wow.
I
Oh,
I basically just said, "Good luck,"
well,
and just left the conversation.
yeah, that does seem a bit like like if they were like, I don't like the way you wrote this panel or this phrase, or I okay, but like this is what you need to do with your story. You need to change this. Did they say, would it be that Anthony is uh so he would be a trans male, or he would be a trans female? Like which
They
one?
did not they did not specify, because I really wasn't giving it much thought.
That's what I'm saying. Like I what like
Like I don't know where they're getting all this from, but
right. Yeah.
just something to let all the viewers at home know. So, Fringe Knight, the character itself, I can see myself writing this character like a surplus of 300 issues, but that's not to say it would always be Anthony Urbanowitz under the blue hood, because Fringe Knight could be immortal, but Anthony is just a man. You know,
Right.
we'll see Anthony age. We'll see him take bumps and bruises and have giant hurdles in life. We're not going to new 52 this book every time he hits age 40, just to like appease someone. Now, who's to say the Fringe Knight of the future can't be, white, black, male, female, whatever your preference is? But right now, this is Anthony's tale. Anthony is the Fringe Knight, and we're going to see how that tale goes.
Hmm. Well,
So you never know what will happen in the future.
hmm. There's it's just one more thing. Uh,
Oh boy!
now you
All
said
right,
that
there, Columbo.
now you said that there's a Krampus character in the Fringe Knights. There's a Krampus character in the Fringe Knight stories. Did you know that the Krampus is queer? He's of trans, is what it is. So now
I mean, if it's
I didn't
anything like,
share it. Oh, what did I do? How did I not do that? Oh,
I mean, if it's like anything like the Babadook getting labeled in the alphabet people category on Netflix, sure, why not?
that's what I was trying. I was trying to bring that up. I thought the Krampus is a trans, is what it is. That's what I was trying to. I was trying to bring it up, and it did. I pushed the button, and it didn't, and I messed up the whole bit. It's just one more thing.
Just one more thing. One more thing I gotta bring up to you. Yeah, try and do the eye. There's just one more thing I need your help with there.
Krampus is a trans, is the thing, and you're saying there's no trans in the book. We got the Krampus.
Oh no, you found me out.
Yeah, this is the thing, is like one of the first comics I remember reading, like that I was like super into, was like was Doom Patrol, right? And it was when I got into it, was after Grant Morrison had been writing it, and the new writer was Rachel Pollack, who was now she's dead, was a trans. I don't know what they had a different name for whatever she was at the time, and I don't know, you know what I'm saying, but it was a guy that became a woman, and then he was a lesbian as a woman. So, but that was Rachel Pollack. I don't know if she had all the surgery, and I don't know if that's anything that she ever shared either. But you know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like everybody, it wasn't like unknown. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like nobody like cared. Like nobody made a big deal about it. Like it was just
you were telling a good story. It doesn't matter what your personal life is. You're telling a invigorating and personal and good story that are motivating characters and pushing the narrative forward. See that I'm gonna take this second to go on a little bit of a rant here for all the viewers at home that try to say, like, because I'm not like an official member of Comicsgate or anything like that, but everybody seems to think that like Comicsgate is about like, oh no, we're gonna keep everything white and straight. No, you want to have characters that are, black, Asian, Mexican, gay, straight, have them come from the frickin' moon, whatever. Just have an original thought. Don't just take a classic IP, like say, Alan Scott, the original Green Lantern, who's been around for 80 frickin' years, and just be like, he's gay now. He's always been gay, but he has kids. Doesn't matter. He's gay. Just, that is what we call, boys and girls at home, pandering. And pandering is an insult to yours and my collective intelligence. So when wonderful people like Dr.Ben, Either Van Shiver, Eric July, me standing in the back corner going, when we're talking about, not having these characters be, like what they classically were, and just being like, oh, we're changing them to a complete 180. It's not because we're trying to say like we're xenophobes or homophobes or any sort of phobes. We are bad story phobes.
Right.
So if you want to have a Green Lantern, like you've already got a Green Lantern who's like a black chick and she's gay. Congratulations. That's what we call a legacy character. If you want to have a Batman at some point who is, black or gay or whatever, again, Bruce gets injured. None of the Robins want to pick up the cowl because they will fight over it. He takes in this young black gay kid and he becomes Batman. I mean, the blueprint was done well when they did Batman Beyond.
Right.
To do a legacy character and to do it right, that's good storytelling. That's pushing the story forward. As much as people gripe and moan about John Kent being bisexual, I have to counter argue that he actually is the story of a good legacy character. Did his stuff feel kind of rushed? Like, oh, he ended up on a planet and he aged like 10 years for over a year, blah, blah, blah. That part, not a big fan of. But the fact that, he's bisexual, he's got a boyfriend, he's still flirts with girls, that doesn't matter. He's the Superman of that time. It's not like we're erasing Clark Kent. No, we've still got Mr. Truth, Justice, and the American Way. Just this is what this generation is reflected as with John Kent. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with having a good legacy character. What the Comicsgate people and myself, even though I can't claim to be any card-carrying member of Comicsgate, I'm not that cool.
Well, for a small donation, I can help steer you in the right way.
Oh man, don't get my checkbook. But no, but like what we're saying is, don't pander to us. Don't try to take something well established and just stuff it into a quota box because you think you're going to sell a few more books or get a few more endorsements by somebody waving a rainbow flag or whatever multicolored flag they're coming up with this week. Just tell a good story and just go from there. And that's really what the basis of Fringe Knight is, telling a good story.
Yeah, no, I can.
All right, that's the end of my rant. I have had my time, everybody.
That was I liked it. I liked it. It was good. It was good. Well, it gave me the idea to do. I wrote it down to make up a Comicsgate tip line, charge people like $1.99 a minute, and like call up and like there'll be a recording that'll tell you like the current campaigns that are all officially Comicsgate. The thing with find out all the latest Comicsgate news.
You got to do like that real social. Find out all the latest Comicsgate news, and you have to have like that weird.
Well, I can't do it like
smooth jazz playing in the background.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. I can't do it like on the air and reveal that I'm also the voice. I gotta. Like I said, a lot of it I gotta play like.
Give us that $9.95 and find out all the latest news.
There's a new show that this guy's been doing called Malin Mysteries. I don't know if you've seen any of those yet or not.
I have not.
They're pretty good. I'm supposed to join the guy doing them on Sunday. He's doing calling his new show Comicsgate Commandos. I don't know anything about it. Just he's like, if anyone wants to stop by.
Sounds like a fantastic time.
Yeah,
that's what that sounds like.
Well, he's like a British fella, and I believe he's like a punk. He has a punk rock band. He wears.
If anybody knows how to rage against the establishment, it's English, especially punk rock English.
Once tea time is over, they are destroying the system. Now he's a fun guy.
Smashing it.
I'll send you a link to the mysteries because it is they are pretty good. There's like an alternate timeline that everyone got sucked through, and he put like all of the different people in it. Ethan's there, John, Malin, Mandy, the Jack the Ripper, Vampire Hunter later. How you doing? I hit a button. Okay, but that might be.
That is our sign that we have gone on too long.
The secret bat signal is saying it's time to go. All right. Well, I'll put a link to the project in the comments below, in the chat, or not in the chat. It'll be just in the comments because the comments are easier to see than the chat. But put a link to that in there. Today. Check out Daniel Dewing's Fringe Knight. Get the remastered edition. And what else? I guess that's it. I'll be come and see me. I'll be at the Pretty Good Books thing. Well, I'll be doing I'm doing a live stream with Sam tomorrow too. We're doing our. So I'll have more of this in casual confusion and
Casual chaos.
boomer cosplaying of computer skills. Like, I don't know. All right.
Well, Dr. Ben, as always, it's been a pleasure to be here with you in the audience, and I hope you all enjoy the book. And remember, pledge now.
Pledge now. With that, folks, what do I play us out with? I'll play us out with this, I guess. I don't know. You don't have any special songs you want me to play or anything, and I didn't put them on here anyways. So just play us out with some cool jazz.
Kristen murdering scum that from giant death factories keeping babies alive and selling their body parts. What more do you need to know about these people? I go out and face these scum.